What if Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker had an anime opening that kicks in when you play the game the first time? That sounds freaking ridiculous, right? Which is exactly why we had to try this. As some of you may know, me and my friend Husky by the Gig wrote a boss theme version of the Endwalker theme and showed it to the composer Masayoshi Soken, who freaking loved it. But this time we decided to go beyond what we normally do, and we wrote an anime song inspired by Final Fantasy XIV. So here's how we did it. The first thing that happened, Husky sent me this amazing guitar anime intro. That then goes to the Amorot melody that we all love. That's so emotional. With the clean guitars. Like, already I was like, I'm sold on the idea of making this anime. When I heard Husky use the Amorot melody, I was like, man, wouldn't it be amazing if this track used several melodies from the original game to represent the story of Final Fantasy XIV up until Endwalker? So I was like, we need to do that with vocals as well. So I added some vocals of me singing the Amorot melody. So something like this. Faded reverie, our path is winding, jaded memories, tempered in sorrow. Now, one fun thing about these vocals, which are pretty much everywhere in the song, is that I'm not a vocalist and I'm not a lyricist. I'm a composer. So I basically wrote all the vocal lines and all the harmonization, all the stuff. But then I asked the help of my friend Demo McStronghuge to write the lyrics. He basically created the whole story of the track by creating incredible lyrics based on the game. And then there's also Studio Nintendo, another friend of mine, who's a singer and multi-instrumentalist, who helped me sing in these songs. So we have my sort of clean voice, which is like Heidelin, you know, more gentle and stuff. And then we have a more edgy voice, which is Nick Zodiac. Silence breaking, our friendships binding.
Yeah, I see it.
And it kind of culminates with both of us singing high notes here at the end of this passage. Now, it would not be an anime opening without cheesy lyrics, so we have something like this. Our hearts beholden to the sky. Honestly, I freaking love those harmonies, and Nick really freaking killed it. Anyway, in the climax, Husky decided to go to town with the Endwalker melody on his guitars.
Oh wow, that sounds so good.
With the drums and everything. And I was like, okay, how the hell can I write some vocals that stand the sense of power of the Endwalker melody played by Husky's guitars? After scratching my head for a while, the only answer was to write something that sounded huge in terms of harmonies and also kind of rhythmic. So we have this. Our solid echoes tumbling, our bloody back is crumbling down. And the second half of the chorus does this. How will we fall to goes even higher. But we will always remember. Those are wonderful lyrics by Denmo, in which he's basically referencing the tragedy of the Amorot people and also referencing our promise to Emmett Stalk. We will always remember. Like, this sort of stuff, coupled with the music and everything, and me and Nick going high with the notes, is just...
If this doesn't end up in like a fan festival, you know, whatever kind of content, I will think of it forever as a missed opportunity. This is so perfect.
This is so freaking huge and amazingly epic, but we want to go plus ultra here. Reach a level of epicness that is actually freaking stupid. So basically, after the shouts, we added something like 5 layers of harmonies each to respond to the shouting vocals of the chorus. So they go something like this. Remember us and wow. The whole point is to make you feel elated and like, wow, so freaking powerful. That's the whole vibe we're going for. And what I love so much about these vocals that makes me go like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing, is that shouting voice there sounds like it's the protagonist singing. We will always remember. And then there's this harmonic choir that responds to that with remember us and soldier on. That sounds like the Amorot people and all the people we left behind in our journey are responding to that. So it's this conversation between characters that Dan probably thought about while he was writing the lyrics. And I thought about probably when I was writing the vocal lines, but just this wonderful collaboration brought about so many ideas that are so synergetic in a way that blows my freaking mind. After that, there's this outro that Husky wrote with very rhythmic guitars, which sounds amazing.
I can't wait to hear the song.
Like that's a Final Fantasy reference right there. Ba 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 ba. All the old Final Fantasy battle themes started with that riff. We decided to again accompany this with vocals that are freaking epic, so we wrote something like this to make it like a second.
Wow. You guys loving
that.
this?
That's sort of like a modulation. We did like a major modulation there at the end with the vocals. But we decided to go ham with the Final Fantasy XIV references by adding a Shadowbringer reference that goes together with the main vocals, which is...
They're nailing this.
Adding those "we fall" shouts was Danmo's idea, and oh my god, what a wonderful idea that was, because it adds a lot to this passage, makes it even more uplifting. My absolute favorite thing is how much we stacked this passage. So for example, there's several me shouting "we fall." There's this.
I love how, like, before they actually play you the song, they get you so hyped to actually hear the song, because in these, like, a few minutes, you learn all there is to know about it, and you're just like, let's do this.
There's this. This. And then at the end, I decided to go the highest I could go and did. When you hear it in context of the whole thing, I think it adds quite a bit. Now, this sounds sort of like the end of the song, right? And the reason for it is that initially, that's how long we wanted it to be. Because Danmo, the freaking mad lad, decided to create a proper anime opening of Final Fantasy XIV using scenes from the game and doing his own magic to make it look like a freaking anime for real.
Perfect.
You can watch it over at his channel. I'm gonna link it down below in the description. It's ridiculous. And also, Magitech Productions really helped with Danmo's anime video as well. After we saw the final result, like our song plus Danmo's insane video editing skills go together so well and synergetically, we got so emotional. I felt like we all put like 200% of our effort and our skills and our talent and everything.
I have never ever played a game where people from all these different backgrounds with different skills and just different ways to contribute to the community would just go all out with everything they can do to create something awesome. Like, in all my years of playing World of Warcraft, I have never seen such amount of wholesomeness. I can't even catch up with the content that I'm basically just at this point getting spammed with, because there's so much good stuff to see. We should see both versions. We should listen to the song, and we should also look at the link.
Into this. We went plus ultra, and I was like, there's no way we could have topped this. And then after all that, Husky said something like, hey guys, this is amazing, but we should write a full version of the song now, because I know people were gonna ask for that. And outside, I was like, yeah, boy, let's do it. Come on, bro. But inside, I was like,
I
oh
love
god,
his energy.
What do you mean a full version of the song? Like this is already 200% of what I can do. I cannot go even crazier than this, Husky, please. But to be honest, after he sent me this guitar solo that he wrote to extend the song, I found all my courage back. Like. Like, that's freaking amazing. Also, I love the fact that he's referencing the prelude on his left guitar. But I heard that, I was like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. And then check what the mad lad did next. He wrote this super rhythmic section using... I got it. So freaking cool. So when I heard the twinning bit, I knew I needed to write some vocals that sounded rhythmic and had a lot of space between them and sounded fast, so I did this. What I love so much is like here, there's like these upheaval. And then is the next section, there's Nick, who goes freaking crazy with the Maker's Ruin melody, which is one of my favorite melodies in Final Fantasy XIV. And then we wrote these lyrics, which are a dedication to Ardbert, which is... Looking to those who walked in memory. For our truth that we can still believe. Wow. Isn't that freaking amazing? Like, looking to those who walk in memory, fighting for a truth that we can still believe. That is... That is so cheesy, but it's perfect. It goes so freaking well for a dedication to Artbert, Horshafont, and all our friends. And what I love so much is that these lyrics can also be taken out of context and be applied to the lives of everyday people. And that's what I love so much. There's a few more references we hit in the next parts of the song, but instead of talking about this song for 7,000 hours, let me show you what it sounds like in context. Once again, a huge shout out to Husky by the Geek who wrote the instrumental, Studio Nintendo who helped me with the vocals, Denmo who wrote these insane lyrics, and also Magica Productions who helped put together the anime opening video, which is all over the Denmo's channel. You can check it out there. You can also check out a performance video of us playing the song and getting crazy on Husky channel. And here instead, you can enjoy the lyric video of the song.
I want to see the video edit as well. I love the design of it. What a time to be alive. This is so gorgeous. Yeah, we'll see the anime as well. I'm loving how they put together the cutscenes. That was so cute. They should team up. They should team up for sure. Wow. This is so gorgeous. I'm lost for words. And I always have something to say. Wow.
Once again, a huge thank you to all the people involved in this project because this has been such a dream to work on. And also a big thank you to the people who have been working on Final Fantasy XIV, the previous expansions, and Endwalker. This is the culmination of all the years of inspiration that we've been getting from you as gamers and also as fellow artists. So I really, really, really appreciate your work, and I'm looking forward to playing Endwalker soon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I think this is the one. This is art. This is pure art. Holy sh... You can almost believe it. You can really feel the anime coming out of this. makes me so excited for Friday. Like, see, that's the thing. That's just the thing. Just take a good look at this community and like the things that people do, the way they contribute to it, the way they share, you know, their passion and their skills to create something amazing. And then you get things like this that just like knock you off your chair pretty much when you see it. It's like, how is there so much love in people's hearts for, you know, for them to do all of these things for something that most other people, who are missing out, by the way, who consider like these things just products, or whatever. Like, I saw this and I expect real anime. I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm legitimately hyped for Endwalker anime now, and I don't even know what the story is about.